want to start to whittle down the enemy. We'll get the skirmish line to move forward. They'll be able to shoot at the enemy's guns. And currently, I'll get the reserves set up. So we have the conscripts up here on the hill. Fusiliers can reinforce there. And I want to keep the grenadiers, the old guards, assembled somewhere close by, right there. Napoleon will mount the cannonry over here. General staff, the secondary general, will come over here. And now we get to watch the start of the fight. See that they're trying to get their cav involved over here, so I'll move them forward. Fusiliers need to assemble a line right down here. And yeah, one thing that this mod does is that it really, oh crap, large mass scale cavalry charge into our skirmish line, so these guys have to pull back. I don't like to use the skirmish feature inside these games simply because I don't know why, it just doesn't work for me.
Our men are running, sir!
The voltigeurs flee, they're fleeing. Oh well. Nice thing about this Darth mod is that it makes unit replacement really rather easy. Jesus, with all of the black powder, where all of these gunpowder's residue, I mean, you can barely see like a couple of meters. How are these guys even fighting here? I mean, I think for the mod, the smoke effects can be turned down, especially when you're using those Cheshires, those light infantrymen. Simply because that happens, you get this mass wave of smoke. These guys are just firing into smoke; they can't even see the enemy. Austrians are starting to make a charge. And currently, all I want to do is just hold the high ground here. Let the Austrians bleed themselves upon us. We command a troop of 5,000 men. They control a troop of, I believe, 10,000 men. So with that said, it will be critical to overwhelm them.
Sir! Our general is under attack!
Is Napoleon under attack? Napoleon can't actually die inside this game, so I'm actually not too worried. But then again, we're fighting over under strength, so I think I'll pull him back. Alright, so the battlefield, it looks like it's fairly good. Fairly good for now. Yeah, we're starting to shatter some of the enemy units, but they have a lot of troops mobilized. I think the decisive moment of this battle is when the Austrians commit their troops over here into our lines up on top of the hill. So I'm going to preemptively move our guys forward. These cannons switch to canister shot and they'll be able to open fire like that. Infantry needs to come up here, needs to get rid of these horses, and on the front lines things are starting to happen. Going to reinforce our lines right in the middle there. It must be hell inside the center columns right here. Yeah, but like I said, the good thing is that these conscripts, if they're fighting the defensive battle, they'll just be able to overwhelm the enemy's men with just sheer numbers. The enemy people who charge at these conscripts, I mean, they're wasting their men because they'll just get tired. And after that, they'll still have to fight like 200 of them, even if they get rid of the first 100. Yeah, so some really aggressive battles over here. See, the Fusiliers break simply because they don't have the numbers capable of being generated by those guys. So let's see. Cavalry, I hope that hits our lines right here. Come on, charge your lines. There we go. It's time to get the cavalry in. These guys right here, these are actually mounted Cheshire's Cheval, and I don't know how to do French. I'm actually, I'm Canadian, and actually French is mandatory, or, well, technically mandatory here.
Our men are running, sir!
I don't even know how to pronounce these. I actually never took the French class. It was mandatory after I graduated. So yeah, the enemy will move their troops here. These guys have a amazingly powerful shot ability, but unfortunately, whenever these horse-mounted light infantry shoot, they have the tendency to kill themselves, as you can see here. So with that said, I mean, I use them as regular cavalry. So what we're going to do with these guys is that we're going to use them as regular cav. Yeah, so just like that. I'm having a hard time distinguishing where our troops are and where the enemy's troops are right now. But it looks like, I mean, the majority of their lines have been broken. Yeah, that is a lot of Austrians over here fleeing right now. One portion of their right flank has been broken. I'm going to surge our infantry forward and hopefully catch some of these guys. Infantry inside this game seems to move at a constant speed, so I'm not really sure if I'll be able to grapple with these guys. The Chasseurs are brawling it out over here, getting rid of these Landwehr guys. Started to rout these units too, so that's good. When the little flag icon here disappears, it means that unit is broken, and then they can't ever come back. Yeah, there we go. So now they're broken. They're off the field, and I want to get our cavalry right into that area where those guys broke, where their left broke. This is General Staff. They're going to enter the fight. Some troops have come back, so we're going to re-get them. The Old Guard is going to make a play now. I'm going to send these Old Guard. They're going to surge around this front line set up here by our Fusiliers and our Grenadiers. Grenadiers were just line infantry that were better than the Fusiliers in melee combat. So with that kind of said, they were the burly men of the military. So this line will be able to hold, hopefully for a little bit. It looks like the left flank of the left flank is starting to break. Oh, never mind, it's returned. Oh, that's right. When the Old Guard come up to the field, they inspire their own men, and I think, yeah, they also scared the enemy over here. So with that kind of said, what I want to do with them is that I want to drive them right into the back of those armed citizenry and all of that men, and let them make the work.
Our men are running, sir!
These guys need to make the charge now. And that'll contain this flank for now. I'm gonna get Napoleon Bonaparte to bring up some more infantry over there. I mean, the reason we can pull this off, like, normally inside this game, I wouldn't even consider fighting this battle, simply because we're fighting in a force double our size and we're attacking. Just due to the fact that we have Napoleon on the field, he automatically grants such a large buff to the morale of troops that I can do this, and I have a reasonable chance of winning. So our infantry here will smash there. And the Old Guard here are just winning decisively. I don't want to lose the Old Guard though, so we might have to pull them back just after a little while. So these voltigeurs need to come in, and they need to start shooting at whatever is there.
Sir, your general
this is some real alternative history right now. Just Napoleon just essentially conquered one city and then marched onto Venice, don't even remember what the capital of Austria's names is. Started with a V, I know that. I want to say Versailles, but I know that's not correct. Yeah, our gun crew over here is just doing a great job in chasing down the enemy, that's for sure. Alright, so we're just mopping up the enemy. Yeah, the Old Guard managed to just fuck up shit. They lost half of the column, but I mean over here, I think the body count is just... Yeah, where the old guard stood, there's like barely, I can't even find a single French body right now. Oh, it's like finding Waldo right now, trying to look for an old guard body. Oh, there's one. Found him, guys. Found him. There's one. There's one. Yeah, it was only really until they entered the middle of the field here before we started losing old guard. So yeah, they were really toughened out right there. All right. Anyhow, back to the actual battle. The center is still surprisingly resilient. So what we're going to do here is that I see this Austrian line of Fusiliers. Our guys are going to charge. Once they see their troops inside the back, sandwich this line and break them like that. Swing these troops over here. I'm rather surprised that the cavalry are still on the field. Like, typically I never use the cavalry simply because under my command they die instantaneously, or at least they have a tendency to. But right now they're living. They're doing pretty well. Chase down the enemy over there. So now all we need to do is break the last remnants of the enemy army. Right here we'll do a charge into these militiamen, finish them off like that. And up to the north, we need to shatter that line. Have a shot column of Fusiliers coming through. There we go. And what is the enemy's general unit doing? Enemy's general staff seems to be fleeing, so I'll get our general staff over here. Who died? Jean-Andre Messina. One of our generals will be sorely missed, but currently his bodyguards are going to brawl it out with the enemy general. And I'm going to get, I'm going to get our cavalry to try to pin down the enemy's general staff unit. So then hopefully we can get the infantry to come in here and finish him off. There we go.
We have killed their general, sir.
There we go.
Now
that's what I want to see.
Break.
And I think that's the end of their army. I see all of their troops being broken on the map, so we won the battle for Austria. We've taken their capital. I want to see how many losses we've suffered so far. Oh wow. I mean, our troops are still fairly cohesive, but these guys, they are, well, they've been devastated. So, this is the reason why I love this game. Really, really massive battles, unlike the ones in Rome Total War II. And as you can see, we fought an army. Oh wait, no, our armies are fairly close. We had 8,000 men. They had 10,000 men. They lost all of their troops, and we lost 5,000. So I mean, that's still pretty good when you consider the fact that the vast majority of the men were conscripts and their lives are cheap. So, you know, that's that. So yeah, there we go. The fall of Austria. Austria signs a peace treaty. And we effectively take a great city right there. And now we can, now we have some time to do whatever we want. I'm probably going to drive into Austria some more. Vienna. That's what I wanted to say. Vienna. So I think I'll see you guys next time. We'll leave it at this. I don't even know if you guys want to watch me play this game or not right now, but we'll leave it here. And when we come back, we might declare war on Austria once again, where we might pursue a conflict inside the sea for trading grounds. See you guys then.